Good morning everyone. So now we will proceed with the second part of lesson 5 of history, the rebellion of 1857. Fine. So today we will proceed with the topic the rebellion of 1857 and its events. Now in May 1857 the East India Company faced a massive rebellion that threatened the company's massive presence in India. The rebellion began in the town of Meerut, and a large number of people from different sections of society rose in rebellion. The rebellion is also known as India's first war of independence, the Indian Mutiny, the revolt of 1857 and the Sepoy Mutiny. Now we will proceed to the next topic, that is Mangal Pandey. In this rebellion of 1857, actually the main role of Mangal Pandey is mentioned because he is known as the first freedom fighter of India. So here on February 26, 1857, the 19th Bengal Native Infantry came to know about new cartridges which had a casing made of cow and pig fat, which had to be bitten off by mouth. The cow being sacred of Hindu and pig hateful to Muslims, soldiers refused to use them. Their colonel confronted them angrily and artillery and cavalry, but then accepted their demand to withdraw the artillery and cancel the next morning parade. Now on March 29, 1857, at the Barakpur parade ground near Calcutta, 29-year-old Mangal Pandey of the 34th BNI, angered by the recent action of the East India Company, declared that he would rebel against his commanders. When his adjutant Lieutenant Batik came out to investigate the unrest, Pandey opened fire but hit his horse instead. Now General John Hersey came out to see him on the parade ground and later claimed that Mangal Pandey was in some kind of religious frenzy. He ordered Ishwari Prasad to arrest Mangal Pandey, but he refused. Ishwari Prasad was sentenced to death and hanged. After failing to incite his comrades into an open and active rebellion, Mangal Pandey tried to take his own life. He only managed to wound himself. He was court-martialed and on April 6 hanged on April 8th. Fine. Now next topic is outbreak of the rebellion, Meerut. Now on 9th May 1857, 85 soldiers of the 3rd Cavalry at Meerut who had refused to touch the cartridges were sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. Why? The very next day, on 10th May, the other Indian soldiers in Meerut released their imprisoned comrades, killed their officers and unfurled the banner of revolt. They set fire to the buildings and properties of the British and captured their guns and ammunitions. The soldiers were determined to bring an end to their rule in the country. Now what happened then? When the Meerut soldiers appeared in Delhi, the next morning local infantry joined them, killed their own European soldiers and seized the city. The rebellious soldiers now proclaimed the aged and powerless Bahadur Shah the Emperor of India. Delhi was soon to become the center of the great revolt and Bahadur Shah its great symbol. Now with this act, the sepoys had transformed a mutiny of soldiers into a revolutionary war. This is why rebellious sepoys from all over the country turned their steps towards Delhi, and all Indian chiefs who took part in the revolt hastened to proclaim their loyalty to the Mughal emperor. Bahadur Shah in turn, under the pressure of the sepoys, wrote letter to all chiefs and rulers of India urging them to organize a confederacy, means association of Indian state, to fight and replace the British regime. Now the revolt of Meerut. When Meerut soldiers appeared in Delhi, the next morning the local infantry joined them and seized the city, as we have discussed earlier in the previous slide. Now threatened by the expansion of British rule, many of them felt that if the Mughal ruler could rule again, they too would be able to rule their own territories once again. The British had never expected this to happen. Bahadur Shah Zafar's decision to be their proclaimed leader changed the situation dramatically. Now the rebellion spreads Kanpur. The rebellion spread to Kanpur, Lucknow, Bareilly, Jhansi, Gwalior and Ara in Bihar. Now at Kanpur, the revolt was led by Nana Sahib, the adopted son of Bajirao II, the last Peshwa. And Nana Sahib expelled the British from Kanpur with the help of the sepoys and proclaimed himself the Peshwa. At the same time, he acknowledged Bahadur Shah as the Emperor of India and declared himself to be his governor. He was assisted by Tatyar Top and Azimullah. Tatyar Top wrote a letter on 2nd January 1858 to the chiefs of Bundelkhand on behalf of Nana Sahib. Now, unfortunately, the revolt was tarnished by the deceitful act of Nana Sahib's soldiers. So, what happened there? Actually, he had promised the British safe passage to 40 boats from the Ghat to Allahabad. When the boats were about to leave, the sepoys fired at them, killing many, including women and children. Only 4 occupants of the boat escaped to tell their tragic story. One survivor, Thompson, said that the English had first fired at the boatmen that provoked them. Fine. A letter written by Mrs. Larkin, life of the commander of the artillery division smuggled out of Kanpur before her death, gives an idea about this incident. Now, the battle continued till May 1858, and seeing the British victorious, Nana Sahib, Azimullah Khan and Tatyar Top escaped. Nana Sahib and Azimullah Khan were never seen again, but Tatyar Top was arrested in April 1859 and hanged. So this is all in today's video. So we will proceed with the next topic in the next video.